music for Egypt. Nile FM.
Taylor Swift and Post Malone. How good is that? It's called Fortnite on the Big Drive. It's 5:05. Now, when you move into a new house or apartment, it would be nothing without furniture. I think we'd all agree that. No living room, no bedroom, no bathroom, no office, no kitchen, just bare open spaces. And getting the right furniture for you is very important. And I'm delighted to help us with this. I'm joined by Heba El Gabaly, founder and owner of Efreshli. Heba, good afternoon.
Hi, Marc. Nice to be here.
Oh, do you know what? I'm delighted you're here because I need help with furniture as well. I'm actually moving into a new apartment, this is true, on the 30th of July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm going home tomorrow, and then when I come back, I'm staying with Rob Stevens for a while at the Big Breakfast. He's desperate to get rid of me now, but I'm staying till the end of July. And I need furniture, so you are the lady to speak to now. So you're the founder and owner of Efreshli.
Yes.
What exactly is it?
So Efreshli is an online platform that makes interior design accessible. The idea is that anybody can have elevated and affordable design, no matter what their style or budget. We created it about 5 years ago, and basically it's grown now to have over 150 local Egyptian brands showcased, and yeah, so it merges between technology and professional designers to have a much wider base of customers.
So it's all online?
It's all online. We have a website and an app.
So you can Google Efreshli.
Yes, you can.
And there it is.
Exactly.
Multicolour. So what does Efreshli mean? Because is it an Egyptian word?
It is.
Because I'm learning Arabic, you see.
You are.
So what does it mean?
So Efreshli means furnish for me because the process is so difficult, and we make it much easier by furnishing for you your room or your home, whatever you need.
So do you supply the furniture as well?
We do.
Brilliant. So there's a very huge, amazing upcoming furniture exhibition, a District 5 Home by Efreshli. What makes it different than other furniture exhibitions?
So the idea of District 5 Home by Efreshli is to have a place which is more intimate. It's curated. So when you go in, you recognize these brands. The brands are chosen according to the customer. So the customer is at the center, and we chose many different brands, big, small, affordable, luxurious, side by side to help customers furnish their home. The fair is extremely collaborative. This is very different as well. So at the center of this exhibition, we have something, for example, called the Designers Playground, where we invited 4 leading designers in Egypt to basically do an impromptu exhibit using the different products from the different brands in this fair. We have curated spaces, which basically, again, take the customer in the center, and they recognize that the customer wants to furnish from many different places. And so we brought this all together for them in one place.
That's a fantastic idea. Mm-hmm. So they can start from scratch and get everything they need.
Everything.
Right till the end.
So the sofas, the tables, the plants, the rugs, the accessories.
I'm in. I'm in. Now, District 5, for someone like me who doesn't really move from Maddie much, where is District 5?
It's on East Cairo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on East Cairo. It's a huge mall. So it's a beautiful location where you can bring everybody together side by side.
Yeah, well, I'll be there as well. It's just that, you know, with people like me, a couple of expats don't really know where things are. So at least now we know where it is. Now, what's the concept of Efreshli and how does it work? I think we've touched on it, but...
So the idea of Efreshli is basically people can see so much different brands on social media, but it's extremely fragmented, and it's still no solution for them to be able to do everything in one place. And Efreshli aggregates that and allows different brands, whoever they are, to showcase on the platform, and it makes it much easier for the customer to go through a seamless process from beginning to end. And what we recognized is not everybody has access to interior design. So if you want to hire an interior designer, you probably have to spend a lot of money. This is for people who wouldn't normally go to an interior designer.
Yeah.
The packages are extremely affordable. So we have from the mini, which is £2,000 per room, to the premium, which is £12,000 per room. And what you have is a professional designer who helps you with their expertise, but also the technology, which makes the whole process a lot more automated. You get the design online. A lot of the interactions are happening online, which make it a lot more seamless.
Yeah, I just think it's so important when someone like myself who's come over to live in Egypt, and I just want somewhere to be nice and comfortable and homely and warm when I walk into my building. And I guess that, someone like me who's rubbish at interior design or anything like that. So you guys can really be helpful to anyone like me.
For sure.
So what we'll do then, we'll play some music. I'm joined in the studio by Heba El Gabaly, founder and owner of Efreshli. And I've got more questions for you very soon.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
I am loving that band. It's Muse with Starlight on the Big Drive on 104.2 Nile FM. It's just about 5:15. My name's Marc Curtis, and I've got a guest in the studio. Delighted, Heba El Gabaly, founder and owner of Efreshli. Good afternoon, Heba.
Hi, Marc.
You enjoying this?
Very much.
Because this is the first time you've been in the studio, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're so good.
Really?
In fact, I'll tell you what. I am looking for a co-host. So if you fancy it,
I can come in.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let me ask you about what you're best at. So how did the collaboration between Marrakesh and Efreshli come to be?
So Marc is, as you know, is a real estate developer. They believed in us from the very beginning. So they're an early investor in Efreshli when we were looking for our seed round. So we have a business relationship with them. Marc is with District 5. What we've seen is they keep bringing on different players for different events. So they've had a food event, they've had a fashion event. And when they thought about home, they came to us. And of course, we said yes. We have not done an event before. This is the first time, but we were very excited for the opportunity.
How did they find you?
How did they find us before? Well, the whole ecosystem is somehow related. When we were raising money, we went to them, and they believed in it. So
I should think so too. It's going to be fantastic. I've no doubt about that, because your passion comes through. I think you obviously love what you do.
I love what I do.
Yeah, it does help, doesn't it?
A lot.
It really does. So this is exciting actually. The main theme of the exhibition centres around nature. Can you tell us about the significance of the nature theme?
So nature is for fashion and for home has always been an underlying theme. We all love nature. I think nature helps ground us. It relaxes us. It takes us away from the everyday busyness and stress of life. So we wanted this exhibition to be curated. We didn't want it to just be scattered. So we thought, what else better than nature? But what we did is we added a twist. So we made it the 4 elements of nature, which are air, water, earth, and fire, which is a wide enough range to give brands creativity and create some contrast, but it's not just open. So with air, you're going to get very peaceful, light colors, whereas with fire, you're going to get the vibrant, bold expressions of nature. And we're looking forward to see, like, the different brands have very different interpretations and expressions of what they're going to bring to this fair.
That is so cool. That adds something really special and exciting.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Now, the upcoming exhibition will showcase, I think you said 70 prominent Egyptian brands.
Yes.
There's so much to choose from in Egypt. There really is. What were the selection criteria and process for picking brands that are going to be taking part in this wonderful event?
So there could have been more than 70.
Yes.
We wish we had made it even more than 70 next time, I hope. The criteria is the customer. So for us at Efreshli, it's always been the customer at the center and what's the customer looking for. So we have very different brands, but all of them are either innovators, tastemakers. We know that the customers like these brands. So we have the whole range. So we have from the full furniture makers to the rugs, to the plants, to the accessories. We have small brands who have started 2 years ago, and we have brands who've started 20 years ago. And that's what we love about it. It's a very diverse crowd that we know our customers love. And when they shop their home, they don't go to one brand. They go to many of these brands at the same time.
So could you furnish a total house? I mean, the bedroom,
You can furnish a total house from this.
the kitchen, the studio, the office.
The total house, maybe not the kitchen, because that has a very particular.
that's different with
But
stools
you
and
could
things.
definitely. So the idea is to furnish your summer home. So we're very close to summer. Many of the brands are coming with summer packages and summer offers. So yes, you can definitely furnish your total home.
That's it. Do you do outside furniture?
We do.
There you go.
You have to visit, Marc.
I will. I
Yes.
will. I
It's 9
absolutely will.
days, so it's a very long event, or it's long enough that you don't miss it. So it starts tomorrow and it goes all the way to the 14th.
That's fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to that. But you know what? I'm going to play some more music, and because I've got lots more questions for you. So I'll just tell our listeners I'm joined by Heba El Gabaly, founder and owner of Efreshli, and it's Heba's first time doing an interview in the studio, and you're just so professional.
That's cool.
It's really great. So thank you, and we'll come back.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
It's Heart with These Dreams on The Big Drive on 104.2 Nile FM. I'm joined by Heba El Gabaly, founder of Efreshli, and I've got people messaging in, Heba, which is rather nice. Dalia says a very interesting topic with Heba. Good luck, and I love the name Efreshli. So did you come up with that
I
name?
love it. Actually, no, I didn't.
You could have said yes.
I didn't, but my previous partner from a previous business woke up one day and gave me the name, and it was very lucky because I found the domain. It didn't cost much. Usually, when you try to find any domains, they're quite expensive.
You were lucky with that.
Very lucky because the name does half the marketing job, so people automatically know what we do.
Well, that's great because Efreshli, it sounds fresh as well. Fresh and happy and vibrant.
It does.
And that's what it's all about, really. So we've got some more questions for you. Now, so there are plans to make, are there any plans to make the exhibition an annual event, or is it just going to be a one-time event? Because people are asking that question as well.
So when we started, because I'm an entrepreneur, you don't really think beyond the current exhibition. You think, I'm just going to do this because it's a great opportunity. But after we started getting into it, we got so many requests to do it twice a year, to do it annually. I think it will be more than just a one-time event for sure.
So I guess you'll judge it by how successful it is. And then, I mean, I know without doubt it's going to be huge. So I suppose you can say to yourself, right, it was so successful. We're going to do it again next year.
Definitely. Also, you can tell from already before doing the event by then the amount of inquiries that have come in that people really want this. So our expectation is that it will become an annual event.
Yeah, you can normally tell before, can't you, by the interest online. And so I want to talk about you, Heba, because people are wanting to know how you became involved in this kind of business.
So before starting Efreshli, I spent 9 years as a partner at Eclego with two partners, Dina and Hedi. They were interior designers and architects, and I came with the business background and operationalized it with them. I then moved to Dubai and stepped away from the business, and I felt that there was a lot of relationships and domain expertise that I have gotten, and that there was a gap in the market, that there is people who want interior design who either cannot afford or do not necessarily want to go to a high-end interior designer. And everything else was being democratized or becoming more accessible, so I felt that home was something that actually could use this service. And that's when I started. I tapped into the relationships that I'd made over the past 9 years, which are the brands. And we started slowly but surely. The idea got traction and it became a much bigger platform.
So were you interested in this kind of like the artistic side of things when you were at school or college or university? Was it something that you were interested in, or did it kind of grow on you as you got a bit older?
I didn't know that I would enter this. So I am essentially a marketing person. So when I graduated, I went to P&G. I did the consulting route. This is what I was interested in. I think my DNA is customer centric. So it's what does the customer need? By chance, I stumbled onto interior design. And as I developed that domain knowledge, that became my expertise.
This is interesting because being a marketeer, I was the same as you. I was kind of a marketeer as well. Because being a radio presenter, you're kind of a marketeer anyway because you're selling yourself.
100%.
So what would make a good marketeer for youngsters that want to go into your business?
You have to keep the customer in the center. So a lot of people, they become much more inward focused of what do I have and what do I want to sell, but it's very different. You have to be able to spot trends. You have to see how people are changing. I think it's your lens. It's the lens that you see the business, and it's why we were able to do this with Efreshli, is because we know that the customer doesn't just want to work with one company. We know that they want to work with the whole market, and so as long as you keep the customer in the center, you keep changing according to the customer and not according to competition or to what you're thinking inside.
So in effect, you're actually bringing lots of people together as well. You're making new friends all over the place.
Yes.
With an exhibition like this.
Definitely. I mean, it's a really fun exhibition.
Yeah. So to me, you don't have to. You can even bring the kids. You don't have to be specifically looking to buy straight away. You can come for ideas as well.
Definitely. And that was the idea of Efreshli, which is very different than other websites. Is it's like when you open a magazine, it's curated. It's ideas. People come and they get ideas, and then they shop elsewhere sometimes, or they shop on Efreshli. But yes, when you come, you're going to find expressions with different ideas, different brands with their own creativity. It's inspiration.
What does the District 5 Home by Efreshli exhibition aim to achieve? I mean, I know we've covered a lot, but what's the end goal?
So we have a short-term goal and a long-term goal.
Right, okay.
Can I say both?
Yeah, of course you can.
So the short-term goal, of course, is to be able to cater to customers before summer so that they can come in one place, they can see what's available, new collections from a lot of different brands, summer offers, and they can finish their summer home, find that one missing piece. That's the short-term goal. And also for many brands to be able to have a location where they can showcase their craftsmanship. Of course, the long-term goal is to create this market where design is a lot more accessible, where brands are collaborating with the customer at the center, where people are exchanging ideas. So I think people are going to be interested to see the different booths of the different brands. They're going to get ideas to make it different next time. So it's to keep growing this design community. That's more the long-term goal.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm joined by Heba El Gabaly, founder of Efreshli. We'll play some music and we'll come back with some more questions.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
Right, so I know I'm throwing lots of questions at you. I know I am, but that's what I do, and I'm finding this very interesting as well. And I want to ask you, what makes District 5, this is where the exhibition's being held, the most suitable place to host this exhibition?
So District 5 is a big mall. It's beautiful. It's spacious. It's very, it's aesthetically pleasing. Also, they approached us in this, and they've been innovators in not just home. They've done several events. They're always doing events. And I think what they have in common with us is they have the customer at the center. So it's not just about home. They just had a food event, and before that they had a sports event, and they had a fashion event. So now they have a home event. So I think it's great to do it there.
So at this exhibition, I presume there's going to be food and drink and everything else that you can possibly think of?
It's a mixed
refreshments.
It's a mixed use space, but the exhibition itself is a home event. So we are organizing the home aspect of it. But of course, District 5 itself has a lot of restaurants and everything that the customer needs.
So who would benefit the most from attending the upcoming exhibition? I know everyone's going to benefit by being there, but who would most benefit from it?
So like you said, I think everybody would benefit.
Yeah.
Definitely people who are furnishing their summer homes and looking for, missing pieces or looking for more inspiration. I think it's the perfect time for it. And people have stock and they have offers and they have even new collections, which is available. I think designers, like interior designers who are always looking to finalize their clients' homes, who want to see some of the best brands all in one place. It's efficient for them. So yeah, I think everybody can come. Anybody creative who wants to be inspired can come. We also have a few talks on the opening night about design and about the merge between technology and design. So I think it's just going to be quite interesting place.
So I know the designers and the professionals at this exhibition will be quite busy, but I wonder if there's any sort of would-be designers that want to come and get some help and information as well from the guys there.
Definitely.
Yeah, because there's people that want to learn about it. I mean, I'm as I said, I'm rubbish at anything like this, but any help I can get will be very helpful. But there are people, let's say in college and university, who are studying this and they want to meet these professionals. I'm guessing they'll be quite welcome as well.
100%. I think it's a very open and collaborative environment, and I think they should come. And you're going to have a lot of the founders from these brands in the same place during the event. So it'll be good to talk to and get introduced to these people.
Right, then, you know what? We've got about 15 minutes left. So what I'll do is I'll play some more music. And this is Heba El Gabaly, founder of Efreshli. And we'll talk more after Gus Dapperton.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
Gus Dapperton and Electric Guest. Little tune. And talking about guests, I've got Heba El Gabaly, founder of Efreshli, in the studio with me, and we're having a lovely chat, aren't we?
We are.
I never call it an interview.
It feels comfortable.
Yeah, I always try and conduct, and I don't like calling them interviews, but I just like conducting like a chat with a friend, and that's kind of how we do things here. And I hope you're comfortable.
I am. Thank you, Marc.
That's okay. Now, two more questions. Why is it so important to have an exhibition like this? Because I know Efreshli is an online, but why is it important to have an exhibition?
So online is great because you can widen your reach and it makes it so much easier for people to discover products. But what we've seen is with furniture, because it's a high value item, there's a good percentage of people who want to touch and feel and see the products. So once in a while, having this type of exhibition gives them this trust in the product. They might not need to go visit them again, but they do want to touch base with the brands, with the products. We see that the hybrid model is much more effective than just having an online model.
That's a good answer, actually, because I guess it's true. Actually, everyone these days is online. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Everything I do is online. Everything. My wife, everything she buys is online. In fact, I wish I could take her phone away from her sometimes. It's luckily, do you know what? It's lucky she lives in the UK, because if she was here, she'd be buying everything from your company. Now, that was another question. Can people buy from you, say in the UK?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's what. Yeah. So, do you want to kind of expand?
Of course, not to the UK, okay. but definitely to the United Arab Emirates and to Saudi Arabia. Like that's where we have our eyes next, and then maybe shipping internationally. But Egypt is such a big market. Huge. With so many challenges to solve. So we've been working on those first, but definitely we are looking at geographical expansion.
Now it's important. This is a very important question. Now, when does the exhibition start? When does it end?
So it starts tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, the exhibition starts. Tomorrow night, we have some talks scheduled with Sync School. They've organized 3 very interesting talks for designers and customers and creatives. And it goes on for 9 days until June 14th.
Right. From tomorrow morning until June 14th, District 5, home by Efreshli.
Yes.
Can't wait. It's going to be very, very interesting, exciting. And I know by the way you're talking, it's going to be an absolutely amazing event. So I thank you very much, Heba El Gabaly, founder of Efreshli.
Thank you, Marc. It was a very nice interview.
Brilliant. Best of luck.